Hello, thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about PAX East. I went there last weekend. And I'd been there in 2012, and I just went again in 2013. So this year I went for 2 days. It was Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday's kind of a short day, but it was a lot of fun. And I would recommend anybody who is in the East Coast area, or I forget where PAX Prime normally is, but if you're more, I think it's probably more West Coast. If you can get to a PAX, I would definitely recommend it if you're a video game fan. For starters, it's the Penny Arcade Expo. So if you have ever read the Penny Arcade webcomic, it's those guys. They're a riot. Like last year I saw them, like there was like a whole hour, I think, where they just did like Q&As and just talked about stuff, and they have so much personality. They're really, really interesting people, and it's fun that they've really set this this convention, yearly convention up for fans. So it's a mixture of kind of fan stuff and vendor stuff and industry stuff. So there's kind of a lot of things represented. But in terms of things that I've been to, it reminds me a little bit of Comiket. One, because it's large. It's a big convention, and in addition to that, it really does feel like it's there for you. Like a lot of like indie developers there, and people giving talks that kind of worked on older retro stuff, and there's just a lot of fun kind of fandom things going on. So I think the real parallel, I mean, here we're never going to have Comiket, because in Japan, like, they're willing to overlook people and groups that are making derivative like fan products based on properties that other companies own. So they see kind of how their fans are just being fans around their stuff, and they're willing to kind of overlook that. And what you get at Comiket is this huge maker community. It's all makers, and it's very powerful. And there's also an industry presence too, and you have some of these makers go on to become really kind of pillars of the industry. Clamp, Doujin games were like where Type Moon, and I always say the guy that did Higurashi. I just don't remember what their company is, but they all started at Comiket. So we're never going to have Comiket here. We just aren't. It's legally, it's not going to work. Companies do not want people in the U.S. doing the stuff that the people at Comiket in Japan do. It's illegal here, and we're never going to be able to do that. So what PAX East, though, I think has is it has the maker community that we get, which is kind of passionate, like indie developer. I think that's one of the things I really enjoy there. Is it feels it feels the closest that we're kind of gonna get to that experience, and it's invigorating. It's exciting. It's really neat being around sort of new games that are haven't been released yet from the industry kind of AAA stuff. And all these small things, and there's vendors, and there's events and contests and panels, and just all kinds of really cool stuff going on. If you can see, this is Dragon Fantasy. And I got to see these guys' booth, and I just went up and started talking with one of the guys that actually did the music for the game, and just a really cool guy. And it was fun to hang out and chat, and I got to try out their game, and check it out if you guys get a chance. That looked like a cool game. They had I guess one that they had originally done that's sort of based on like 8-bit. Kind of Final Fantasy, and then this one is sort of based more on the 16-bit. This is the sequel, so that's kind of clever. And it's available on PlayStation Network, so that's the thing that I really like in particular. I could play this on my Vita. So I think that's cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. In addition to that, I did kind of awkwardly introduce myself to Robert Boyd. He's one of the guys behind the Boyd games, and he's working on the Rain Slick Precipice games for Penny Arcade now, like 3 and 4. Those guys are working on. So it was really cool. I got to see a panel with them. That was really neat. And I also picked up some stuff, so I'll show it off here. I guess for starters, I picked up some more homebrew stuff for the Dreamcast. I got Last Hope, which I popped in. Really, these kind of shooters I'm just not very good at. So I was more excited about Gunlord, because this seems like a game I can actually play. I started playing this and actually had a lot of fun with it. So Gunlord, it's kind of a Turrican clone, which I never really played much of Turrican, but it's like a run and gun. So these games really they're beautiful. They're just really neat. If you have a Neo Geo or Dreamcast, you really owe it to yourself to give those a look. Very cool stuff from them. I also found a Sega CD 32X version of Night Trap. It's probably because I was watching Luke Morse, and it just got me thinking about Night Trap. I had this on the Sega CD back when it first came out, and it wasn't this version. It was the Sega CD version, the one in the red box. And of course, I got rid of it along with some of my Sega CD stuff, and I regret that. So when I ran across this, I couldn't help but pick it up. Didn't seem like a bad price at all, and I thought it was cool to have the 32X version of that. I also got some Game Gear stuff. I just did a capacitor replacement on my Game Gear, so that's working better with the screen. So I picked up a few games. I got Psychic World, Bust-A-Move, G-Lock, and Chase HQ, and Double Dragon. To go along with that, I got a boxed Super Wide Gear, which I have yet to affix to my Game Gear. I also got this, which is really cool. This is the, obviously, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, Wii Zapper. I needed a Wii Zapper, and I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so that was kind of a no-brainer. It wasn't expensive. I mean, probably a regular Wii Zapper would have cost the same that this did. This was a place, they're called Sudden Impact in Winthrop, Massachusetts, which essentially is in, Boston Harbor. So they were, right next to this place. So they were there at PAX last year. I shopped there, and I shopped there again this year. They're definitely cool. You should check out their booth. But yeah, I've been on vacation, so I've just been having fun, and man, I just couldn't think of a better activity to do during my vacation than to check out PAX East. It's inspiring. It really kind of makes me want to make my own game. I mean, it's not like that isn't something that I have thought about and actively working on in the past, but actually going to a place like this and seeing other people that are working on it, it's inspiring. So I would definitely encourage anybody, if you're a game fan, or if you're interested in making games, or any of that kind of stuff, definitely check it out. I also have to thank my friend who went with me. I will allow him to remain nameless, because I am going to mention that he does work in the industry, and he was able to get me a couple of shirts. So this is one, and this is actually going to be a gift, kind of a souvenir for one of my friends. This is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I think that's pretty cool. And I also got this one here, which I'm going to wear. This is Watch Dogs. I'm not, 100% sold on this game, but it does look really cool, and it's a neat t-shirt. So big thanks to my friend for getting those for me, and just a big thanks for going to PAX East with me. It was a whole lot of fun. So definitely do it again next year. I definitely got to see some cool panels. I got to see some of the guys from the previous 38 studios talk about what they're doing now, kind of their own game projects that some of them have gone on to work on. And the guys from BioWare kind of did a little bit of a retrospective on the Mass Effect series. Definitely had a lot of fun, had a really good time, and just wanted to let you guys know what that was like. I got some more Japanese video gaming videos coming up here. Probably gonna do maybe like a Dreamcast pickups video, or pick something else off my shelf to show off. So I hope you're looking forward to that, and I'll catch you again next time. Thanks for watching.